Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe.
Thank you for being an awesome pledgehammer on Patreon, Little Drummer Boy, Scott Drummond.
Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I'm Ollie Davis and today's episode is sponsored by The Ridge. The Ridge make innovative minimalist wallets, which don't just save space in your pocket for smartphone devices. Its RFID blocking technology protects you from bad guys skimming your credit card details remotely, where they can hack your card's contactless chip to steal your information. But not with The Ridge, you can't, villain! We actually like them so much here at WrestleTalk, we've even replaced our old wallets with them. And with a lifetime guarantee, The Ridge could be the last wallet you ever buy. So go over to ridge.com/WrestleTalk by clicking the link in the video description below and use the discount code WrestleTalk to get not just 10% off your order, but also free worldwide shipping. It's very important you use that link as we love The Ridge and want to do more with them, but they need to see the SWAF Nation are into it too.
Thanks, Ollie. Luckily, The Ridge's anti-thievery technology is no conspiracy, though the same cannot be said for Vince Russo, who has expanded upon his conspiracy theory that WWE and AEW have a working relationship. Russo has been putting out a one-man chat show with discussions surrounding the potential hints that WWE and AEW are working together, based on history repeating itself with WWE and ECW working together on the sly. Bruce Pritchard is the key to all of this, reportedly, as he was the middleman between Paul Heyman and WWE back in the day. And now Pritchard has been rehired to WWE, though his role is essentially unclear. Russo adds 2 and 2 and makes 5, as he believes Pritchard is now the middleman between WWE and AEW, with his connection to Conrad Thompson being the defining factor. Conrad is of course heavily linked with AEW, hosting StarCast around AEW events. However, that would also mean that he's the middleman for AEW, so it'd have to go from AEW higher-ups to Conrad to Pritchard to WWE. I mean, it's convoluted, but crazier things have happened, I guess. There's been 2 parts to Russo's theories, and he's been teasing a part 3. This will be the greatest trilogy since Lord of the Rings. Speaking of rings, because we're talking about wrestling? I don't know about that one, guys. I think that might have been too much. Anyway, AEW caught some flack yesterday for seemingly pulling Shawn Spears from an upcoming indie event, despite confirming that he would be available for the show until very, very recently. Limitless are due to hold an event this Friday in Portland, Oregon, and Shawn Spears was confirmed for the show. However, yesterday the promotion posted on their social media, stating that AEW had pulled Spears to do a video shoot. This was despite the promotion checking weekly that Spears was still confirmed for their show, and despite them contacting AEW repeatedly with solutions and workarounds for travel situations, all of which were denied. Tommy Dreamer was announced as Spears' replacement, and the promotion ended with a comment regarding the status of the wrestling industry as a whole. Unfortunately, with the wrestling industry continuously changing and new contracts arising, independent wrestling companies like Limitless will get the shit end of the stick in scenarios like this. Our job is to always be upfront and provide the best show possible for the best wrestling fans in the world. We'll be doing it again this Friday, and I hope to see you there. Thanks for sticking with us. This seemed to be not great news for Limitless and not a great look for AEW either. But swerve! Limitless then posted an update later on, confirming that Spears had now been cleared for the event and that the scheduled match will be going ahead. Limitless posted on their social media again, saying All Elite Wrestling has now cleared Shawn Spears to appear and participate in the 2019 Vacation Land Cup this Friday in Portland. We can't thank AEW enough for approving this one day before their upcoming event in Jacksonville. Their upcoming event this Saturday is Fight for the Fallen, where Spears is due to team up with MJF and Sammy Guevara to take on Joey Janela, Jimmy Havoc and Darby Allin in a match that's sure to be wince-inducing to say the least. Whether this was a PR move to save face from AEW or a legitimate workaround had been found remains to be seen, but regardless, it's good that Spears is allowed to wrestle for a show he's been confirmed for. Spears has also been confirmed for a sit-down interview with Jim Ross regarding his actions at Fyter Fest on the first episode of The Road to Fight for the Fallen. I wonder whether this controversy will be brought up. Elsewhere in the wrestling industry though, Impact just held Slammiversary XVII, and if you don't want to hear spoilers from the show because you haven't watched it yet, then look away now. Willie Mack defeated Jake Chris, TJ Perkins, and Trey Miguel in the opening bout in a fatal 4-way before the North, consisting of Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, retained their newly won Impact Tag Team Championships against LAX, Santana and Ortiz, and the Rascals being Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz. Eddie Edwards then defeated Killer Cross in a first blood match before Moose knocked off former Impact World Champion Rob Van Dam. Up next was the Monsters Ball fatal 4-way match for the Knockouts Championship, which Taya Valkyrie won, retaining her championship, besting Su Yung, Rosemary, and Jessica Havoc. Up next was a singles match for the Impact X Division Championship, in which Rich Swann defeated former Impact World Champion Johnny Impact to retain his title, and in the semi-main event, Brian Cage retained his Impact World Championship over newcomer Michael Elgin, before Elgin was attacked by a hooded figure, that being former WWE star Rhino. I mean, they didn't say it was Rhino, but it's pretty clear it was. In the main event, an intergender match took place between Tessa Blanchard and Sami Callihan, with Callihan eventually emerging as the winner over Blanchard. Impact also announced that Bound for Glory, its next pay-per-view, will take place on October 20th in Chicago, so you can expect a rather raucous crowd for that one. Screenstalker has a brand new format for content. Want to see me die in Super Mario Maker 2? A lot? We'll show you support by heading over to that video to my right now and check out all the new features. A special thank you to our pledge hammers on Patreon, some of whom you can see scrolling below me right now. Press the thumbs up, subscribe, and bell icon to enable notifications, and leave us a comment. I've been Chopper Pete Quinnell, and that was wrestling.